Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we have a reading about, well, to put it nicely, I suppose, getting out of your own way, making a change in your life that opens up some new opportunity for you. We've got from the Dark Goddess Oracle, Nuba, this is Chinese origin, so it's not related, but I do speak Spanish, and it makes me think of La Nube, which is cloud. So it kind of makes sense when you think about the fact that we have denial at the bottom here, and clouds in the Lenormand often refer to some sort of obscurity or ambiguity in terms of something that you need to figure out or something you don't know, right? Sorry if I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's really windy behind me. But let me read this first little intro or explanation about Nuba, and then we will call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Hi there, Jimmy. How are you doing? All right. So Nuba is the archetypal miser of Chinese origin, and she descended from heaven to aid her father in a mighty battle against a wind god and a rain god, and her drought power denied their victory. However, there's a little bit of foreboding here with this particular card, right? Living in denial is not sustainable, whether it is literally so by starving yourself of food or more figuratively by closing yourself off to love or ignoring the truth about past events. Stopping yourself from experiencing life simply because it might have a bad outcome is to be stuck in a constant state of drought. Nothing has the opportunity to change for the better. And doing this to others is just plain cruel. What you give out, you will return to you tenfold. Nuba comes to you now with an offer to deprive this miserly behavior of all power. If you are willing, she can arrest the winds of torment in your life and dry up the flood of self-loathing. But do remember, like the sharpened sword she wields, there are two sides. Should you cause suffering unto others by withholding from them, the goddess will be quick to render you powerless until you relent and care for those that you have hurt. Hi, Danny. How are you doing? The last little part here is make peace with a family member. Express your love more often with a kiss or a hug, or tell people, I love you. Take better care of your body. Drink more water every day. Be generous with your time and rein in the excesses in your life. Dun, dun, dun. So once again, here's Nuba. We've got some sort of call to action here, and I think it's going to be a little bit of a mixed bag. You have to see how it resonates for you. But mostly the message here is how can you step out of your own way and enable yourself to consider additional opportunities that are available to you. Otherwise, if there is somebody who is trying to create a drought in your life, they're about to feel it's so crazy that it's so windy out because it makes a lot of sense with this card. They're about to feel the forces of nature against them, right? Hi, Real McCoy. How are you doing? It's been kind of a crazy week, and the next couple of days may be a little bit tricky too, but I always want to be here as often as I can for you guys. I think we need to start with the situations deck. Oh, we got a call in spirit. Sorry, guys. A little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Hi, Lynn. How are you doing? All right, let's see. What does the situations deck have for us? So there's somebody in the situation you're dealing with that is still in your energy that maybe would be better to remove from your energy. There's something here about not learning a lesson. I take this threatened card in the reverse to mean that there's somebody here who maybe should be threatened or maybe should feel guilty for what they did. I also feel like there's a sense here that somebody feels like they're winning when they aren't. So a kind of like overconfidence. We may see the Six of Wands in the reverse, but this denial, remember the actual story is she denies a victory to two gods with her power of drought. So there's somebody here you may need to cut off that is assuming you won't have the ability to do so. Hi, Asa. How are you doing? No! Oh, Jimmy, it happens to the best of us, so don't sit there and think about it too much. Just look forward, right? So we have very strong internet vibes here. I think there may be a little bit of stalking, and we've got soulmate. So there could be, I'm getting more of a low contact vibe than a no contact vibe. Maybe it's just a little bit difficult to communicate with this person and communicate honestly with this person. This could be somebody who's prone to arguing a little bit too quickly. You may be dealing with a catfish situation or some sort of gossip that's going around that's a little bit frustrating for you to deal with. This could also be a person dealing with gossip, right? Maybe people are talking about whether or not somebody's been faithful, whether or not somebody mistreats their partner. There seems to be something. I don't know what you're asking there, hon. There seems to be something about chatter on social media leading to a little bit of an embarrassment. So, because we had threatened in the reverse and lost in the reverse, I really do feel like we have somebody who is like overestimating their ability to get away with something or to move forward in the same way that they have without having any consequences. We're going to move to the Egyptian tarot. You're welcome, Jimmy. We have the Four of Swords and the Fool in the reverse. All right, so here's what I'm getting from this. We have a bit of a disappointment here. Maybe there was something you wanted to do, something you didn't want to do, but you kind of went back on your word. There was a need to learn a lesson a little bit more. But with the Four of Swords, I feel like you're approaching the situation with a bit more wisdom than you had in the past. And I keep hearing all is not lost, all is not lost. So I think what you really need to do right now is focus on the new beginning or focus on the opportunities that are available to you. Make sure you actually have assessed the situation and identified all of them. You may have missed something, but there is a new beginning that I think you kind of shy away from that can still be yours. All right, so what I saw was the King of Swords. Ooh, and the Ace of Swords. So in particular, what I'm being drawn to, do you see the artwork on either side of the sword? You've got kind of like there are two, like, oh my God, I can't think of crowns. The white and the red, each indicating a different part of Egypt. Correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say that the red is Lower Egypt and the white is Upper Egypt, but I might be wrong. And this is telling me that somebody is seeing something from both sides of the equation, seeing something from a different perspective. There's wisdom in this card. Somebody has like a light bulb moment and they can see now why something is not fair or why something needs to change. But I feel like there's a desire to kind of keep things hush for a second. It's almost like you want to have a little bit of a planning session or thinking this through, trying to figure out the right way to handle this. And I would just encourage you to maybe even watch that first part of the reading over again in terms of those pieces of advice from the Dark Goddess Oracle. But in particular, what seems to be coming out here is a need to be authentic. And there is somebody here who's being disloyal or dishonest. We've got a King of Swords in the upright with the Ace of Swords in the upright, but then we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, indicating that somebody is either dishonest, disloyal, or not staying true to a person that's important to them. For many of you, you are being encouraged to choose between two love interests instead of remaining in a talking phase with two of them. Hi, Patricia. How are you doing? Yes, we can't make people change. The only people we can get to change are ourselves, right? And I get the sense that there's a big, big opportunity for you. You can regain something that has been lost by making the more difficult choice, a choice that you've been avoiding. But I think it will, if you approach it with honesty, I think it will end up going easier than you anticipated it would. All right, we're going to use the Metamuse. The last time I used this deck for you guys, I predicted the very first card, and I kind of feel like that might come out again because we do have, yeah, exactly. We have somebody who is defending what is important to them. And with the Devil in the reverse, they're also letting go of what holds them back: fear, insecurity, addiction, codependency. This is really good. It's also underneath the Fool in the reverse, which tells me somebody has acknowledged there's a new opportunity that I'm following up. There's something I can do to make this go more smoothly, and I'm capable of doing it. Especially with this King of Swords, somebody sees the right path, knows how to proceed correctly. And we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse, Queen of Swords, and the Three of Cups in the reverse. So basically, this is a reading for someone who needs to move on from something in their life that has no longer given them that strength to grow as a person, has instead been holding them back. For many of you, this could be ending a serious relationship. With the Three of Cups in the reverse, you would know that this is something that needs to probably come to a close because this person has held you back, has made you feel like you can't be your true self, or has kind of acted as a roadblock in some purpose you feel you have in life. Ooh, thank you, Jimmy. Do we need to change someone's name to Ass? We have Ten of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Cups. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. There are people that are mistaking your kindness for weakness, or you are mistaking someone's kindness for weakness. If there is something that you are doing that you've known for a while you probably shouldn't be doing, you are being encouraged by Nuba to address that behavior, because what does she do to people that are hurting others or causing a drought in other people's lives? She returns that to them tenfold. So you're being asked to learn a lesson, or your person is being asked to learn a lesson. Hi there, Mountain Girl. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Just got extra windy. I don't know if you heard that. With the Ten of Wands in the reverse, there's some sort of burden here that needs to be addressed. If it's a secret that you need to say out loud and actually be honest about, that's going to make you feel much better. It may feel really difficult, but there's a better outcome than you anticipate. For others of you, there's something here that you need to be honest about in terms of a passion that you have, something that you feel would improve your life. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to live an authentic life. All right, we'll continue with the Tattoo Tarot. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse, King of Swords in the reverse, High Priestess in the reverse. That is some gnarly energy, you guys. This is a moody person who is dishonest and keeps secrets. This is somebody who tries to portray themselves as a pretty reliable, respectable individual, but they have to lie to cover up what they're doing or what their life is truly like, what their emotions truly are. So there's a lack of authenticity here. It's a stark contrast to this King of Swords, Ace of Swords. It's almost like either you are extremely authentic and the person you're spending time with is your opposite, or you are having to mask who you truly are for somebody that you care about. But by doing so, you're creating drought in your own life and possibly in this other person's life. So there's a call to action here for somebody to be honest. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Ten of Cups. There's some urgency or reckless energy moving into the home life. So almost like whatever the romantic situation is or the living situation is, somebody wants something different than the other person. And there's a difficulty in terms of having this conversation. Somebody is being very secretive in terms of how they really feel. Devil in the reverse. That's the second time we've got that. And you have the Devil in the reverse right here as well. This feels like somebody admitting how they truly feel, coming clean, letting go of fears or insecurities. Thank you. Yes, there's entirely an opportunity there for it to be both. Hi, Miss Joanna. How are you doing? So we have Ace of Wands in the reverse, the Empress in the reverse. So I almost titled this video, there's a drought of your own making in your life. Like basically you are withholding abundance from yourself via the choices you're making or via holding back some sort of information that you should be sharing. And now we have the Empress in the reverse coming out with the Ace of Wands, indicating there's a sense here that somebody is not who they say they are. Somebody is preventing their own beginning, their new beginning, because they are hiding what they truly want. It's like when you have the opportunity to order at a fancy restaurant and you are stuck between two choices. Everyone else orders one of those choices and you figure it'll be easy for the waiter if you order that same meal, right? But the truth is you really want that other thing. And because you hesitate when you're ordering it, that server's like, are you sure? We can make the other thing for you if you want. And because of convention or what's expected of you or being polite, you don't change your order. But really what you want to do is change your order. Change your order. Four of Wands. I get a very good energy off this Four of Wands. This is, for many of you, a celebration or something that opens up an opportunity for you to make a serious change. And now we have the Moon, a secret revealed. For some of you, there is a wedding, a birthday celebration, a party of some sort where a secret is going to come out. You may already have an idea of what event I'm referring to, but for some of you, this is the time clock you have to come clean or be more authentic about what your order actually is. And for others of you, there's somebody else in your life. By that event, they have to figure out their shit. And if they don't, they may lose you forever. They may lose more than you. There's a demand here for somebody to stop lying, to be more authentic and clear about what they want. Hi, Miss Christina. I've missed you too. So For many of you, this has to do with your living situation or your romantic life. It could be about children. It could be about like parents or siblings. But this is something that has kind of sat for a little bit too long. It needs to be addressed. Here we have a social media card again with the Page of Swords, along with the Emperor. This feels to me like the choice. The choice is you stand for yourself, you say what you need to say, you change your order, or a piece of information changes everything for you. Something on social media changes everything for you. So for some of you, this is like the Tower in the reverse. If you don't end something you know is not right for you, sometimes the universe ends it for you and knocks you out of the nest, so to speak. I hope it gets a little bit more, I don't know, approachable or easy to deal with. And you always make the chat more fun. All right, let's see. I think we'll go with the Tarot de la Nuit. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody is letting go. Again, there's some sort of wisdom or insight that whoever I'm reading for has gained access to, and it's helping them see the world in a different way. I love how kind you are to each other. Makes my day. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Strength in the reverse. This feels like going through a situation that makes you feel like you've lost everything, makes you feel like you are at your weakest, yet asks you to make one of the most difficult decisions of your life. And it's probably going to be really difficult. I'm not going to lie. I'm sending you a big hug, but also reminding you that you're a lot stronger than you think. We have Strength in the reverse as a challenge, a call to action. And I'm hearing Queen in my head again. How long can you stand the heat? Somebody wants you to wake up, or you want somebody in your life to wake up, because there is a block or an obstruction to living the life that you really want or that they really want because of not being open and honest, right? But let's see what else we get, because I have a feeling this Strength is saying you are underestimating what you're capable of. Almost like quitting before you know you need to. Like when you're going for your personal best, but you're in a bad mood, so you just stop running. But you know you're capable of more. We have the Nine of Wands. There's some sort of defensiveness here. Somebody who doesn't want things to change. Maybe it's too much work to be single. Maybe it's too much work to make your own money. There's the Tower. You're being asked to end a situation that could make it more difficult for you financially, and you're being asked to believe in your own ability to take care of yourself or do things on your own. Hey there, Patricia. How are you doing? Likewise. I don't know how to be anything else. You can ask my parents. They've tried. Four of Wands in the reverse. So we had it in the upright over here. There is kind of a stench of a serious challenge or opportunity to be a better person. We have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, you have options. And one of those options leads to the happiest life that I don't even know you could technically imagine. I think it's a little bit outside of your purview, a little bit difficult for you to create based off your own experiences. Because with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, there's been a lot of blockage and obstruction in terms of getting the opportunities or offers that you are deserving of. And to me, it's coming across, don't shoot the messenger. It's coming across as something you are specifically avoiding, something you know better than to do, but you continue to do it. Being dishonest with a partner, for example, seems to be the most readily accessible interpretation here. I don't like it when you do this, or I think we need to approach this differently. Maybe you disagree in terms of how to parent or whether or not to be a parent. There is a question here that is looming for both of you, and it needs to be addressed in a very honest conversation, a heart-to-heart conversation. And when you do that, this Queen of Wands in the reverse, that's putting a block or stopping some of this abundance that should be delivered to you, goes in the upright. Once you get out of your own way, you become the Queen of Pentacles. Look at that beautiful dress. Yes, please. Only if I can have those cool lace-up witch boots. My parents never let me get them when I was younger, you know? It's looking to me like somebody realizes just how rich and incredible life is when they sacrifice something that they thought would be too much to sacrifice. And it ends up being what they're really doing is choosing an authentic life. Sometimes you have to take a step back in order to take like 30 steps forward. I did include Madonna and Frozen in the tags for this video because I also had a little bit of a channeled song there, specifically the part, If I Could Melt Your Heart. So you or the person you're dealing with is a little bit too rigid, a little bit too focused on what the consequences are of being honest instead of, really thinking through whether or not the priority there is to be authentic. We have the Star in the reverse and 8 of Pentacles. There is healing or some sort of situation that requires hope. So I think there's a need here to have a little bit of a chat. King of Cups in the reverse, hiding underneath the Page of Swords. Many of you have it doesn't have to be masculine, right? Because we all have feminine and masculine within us. Many of you have possibly a water sign that is stalking your account or trying to figure out what's going on in your head. For others of you, this is basically like referring to somebody's inability to communicate how they feel. So take it how it resonates, but there is a need to put in effort and heal, right? For some of you, that's healing on your own. And for others of you, that's healing a situation with a family member or a partner. All right, let's we'll get a few from the Romance Angel Oracle. Can you guys hear that wind? All right, so we have love yourself first and flirt. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Maybe you're investing your energy in the wrong place. Maybe you need to shift that to yourself. Maybe you need to shift that to somebody new. Maybe you need to bring back the spark in a situation that's gotten a little bit too repetitive or routine. Did I miss any? Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen Christina. I know he got to the second interview. We have free yourself. So there's something here holding you back. Deal with it. You have the power. You have the strength to deal with this. And with attraction, You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And I think in particular by being your actual self, not having to put on a face or an act for anybody else because you're just living your own life, right? What did I do with that guy? Oh, there you are. Okay, we're gonna continue with, I don't know, guys. I rarely get pulled to the sexual tarot, but here we go. Emperor in the reverse, Four of Pentacles. So we had the Emperor in the reverse, I feel like, or maybe it was just the King. Do we not have the Emperor? Ah, there it is. So we actually have the Emperor in the upright, and then now it's in the reverse. So this tells me there's somebody here who, with a particular situation, is holding back, even though they are quite well spoken, quite adept at sticking up for themselves. But this is like the one little, like, oh, I just can't get myself to do that, you know? Like, I'm really worried about that particular situation. So with the Three of Chalices, this could be a situation that has a third party, or for some of you, this is indicative of having some potential for like a dead bedroom. Yeah, Three of Swords, heartbreak. But there we are, strength. We had strength in the reverse up here, and now it's in the upright. So as you learn to speak up for yourself and be more honest about what it is that you want or what it is that you need, what it is that you can offer, then you find more and more courage to live the life that you want to live. So don't hold yourself back. Seven of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. If you continue to lie, or if your person continues to lie, there is a loss. This feels like if you continue to be in a third-party situation in a relationship, somebody will figure it out and you will lose both people. If you are wanting to have an open relationship and you aren't willing to have that communication or conversation with your partner, there's going to be something that exposes that you've talked to somebody else about that, and it'll be a kind of poor send-off, right? A difficult beginning to a conversation that's already difficult. So you're being asked to be honest about what this is. Seven of Chalices in the reverse. Once you are honest, you will get more clarity in terms of what is salvageable and what is not, or what the right path forward is. However, it will feel a bit like a crossroads. Just looked at the timer and saw 33:33, so you may be seeing a lot of threes. All right, let's get a couple of spiritual AF cards for you. I like that these match because the backgrounds on these are all a little bit different, but these are both like the paper background. Excuse me, too much Dr. Pepper. The moment you start acting like life is a blessing, it starts feeling like one. You can't have a positive AF life with a negative AF mind. So be very focused on what kind of energy you're putting into your actions or your words. The more positive you are with even like your self-talk, the better things will go for you. And the more authentic or genuine you are, the more you get rewarded. Own your awesome. You're a warrior. Of course you're awesome. But you can also stay humble about it, right? All right, let's grab a few clarifiers. We'll go with the miniature Rider Waite since we didn't use the big boys in this reading. Oh, does someone need a permanent timeout? Yeah, no, it won't let me know. Yeah, if Asa, formerly known as Asa, let's call him Ass Clown now. He comes back, you can just like boot him out forever. You're just gonna cause drama in here. We don't need you. Which is exactly what the message is from Nuba, right? If you don't actually like contribute to the authentic and awesome life, then see yourself out. You have the Lovers and the Sun, both of them in the reverse. This is clarifying the Nine of Pentacles. So here's what we have here. We have somebody who is afraid to make a decision regarding a relationship, possibly being single, because they're really worried they'll be more lonely or more upset than staying in a relationship that makes them feel like they've settled or makes them feel like they aren't living life to its fullest. You've already negotiated a lower threshold of happiness for yourself by not entertaining what could be a better situation, right? And I'm not one to say there's always something better out there, right? So you can never be satisfied with the current situation that you have. But if you know that you are not satisfied and you have tried and you have tried and you have had therapy or you've had conversations or there's just fundamental differences between the two of you, then you have basically resigned to the fact of only being like 60% happy, right? 75% happy, whatever it is. If there's something that you can communicate here to address that, then you should. Tell me about the King of Swords in the reverse, please. King of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who is a bit of a bully. For some of you, this person is overly sexual. Eight of Swords. And they like to keep you in the dark. They don't give you all the details or they give you the wrong details. There's something unstable here or unreliable, really, is what I get about this person. Tell me about the Emperor, please. I love that the Emperor is underneath the Devil in the reverse. This is somebody who acknowledges what has been holding them back, letting go of that, and then speaking up for what you really want to have in your life. And that's a very empowered energy. Tower in the reverse. So we had the Tower come out over here, right? Or was it this one? No, it's this one. And now we have the Tower in the reverse. So you have an opportunity to change your life for the better. And if you don't take that opportunity, the universe takes it from you. So there's something here about your living situation that you can change on your own, which is a lot easier, even though it seems hard. And then when you fail to make that choice, the choice gets made for you. So you're being asked to stand up for what you want so that you can have it the best possible way, right? Hello there, Voodoo. How are you doing? We've all been wondering if you've made it as far as you'd like to with that interview. Sending you positive vibes. Two of Wands in the reverse. All right, so this is like, what's it? I don't know why I want to use this story, but I'm going to. Maybe just because I like it when people laugh at me and make fun of me. But there was one time that I was visiting my other brother, not the one that was in town from Texas, but also this one lives in Texas. But I needed to drive a particular way on Highway 35 to visit my brother. And I got so distracted by something else going on that I kept going the wrong way, i.e. north versus south on the highway. I ended up like an hour further away before I realized what was going on. So at that point, I had the opportunity to let my brother know, who loves to make fun of me, that my ditzy brain had allowed me to drive an hour in the wrong direction, and therefore he wouldn't need to pick me up from the rental car place. Ivan, then you may know I'm talking about Highway 35, which goes all the way up to Minnesota, by the way, and only divides in, I believe, Dallas and Minneapolis, St. Paul. I think that's right. So, yeah, I know a lot about that highway. But I had to, like, kind of humble myself and let my brother know, "Yeah, I did something stupid, so I'm gonna be a little bit late, but I don't want you to feel stupid and sit at the car place and wonder why I'm not there." So there's something a little bit of like, "Yes, that's where he lives." Well, New Braunfels technically, but, I absolutely adore San Antonio. Yeah, adore it. The Riverwalk, yeah, I need to go back there sometime. We're crossing our fingers for you, Voodoo. It's totally natural for there to be a little bit of a break, right? They have to review just how much awesome you have. But yeah, Two of Wands in the reverse is about going the wrong direction, bad planning, right? If I had had if I had had my GPS going, that wouldn't have happened to me, but I was relying on my distracted brain, right? And that's why it took me a whole hour. This Two of Wands in the reverse is saying, don't let yourself continue to go down the wrong path. When you know that you're supposed to go this way, you feel drawn in a different direction. Stand up for what it is that you want. Speak up. Take control of your life. Tell me about the Lovers in the reverse, please. A change in perspective. Something that felt like a decision you couldn't make or a direction you couldn't go will open up for you. And you'll be asked to tell the truth and judged accordingly. Sorry, that's just them's the truth right there. Got the Seven of Cups indicating you will have clarity. You know exactly, or you will know exactly what you're supposed to do. It's a test. So, feet don't fail me now. Tell me about the Star in the reverse, please. Strength in the reverse. Yeah, whatever the situation that needs to be addressed that makes you feel like you do not have the courage to address it the way you need to, this is causing too many arguments, and it's because somebody can sense that you are being dishonest. So this feels to me like somebody already knows something's wrong, and you may, or your person may, feel like they still have a grip or a grasp on that scandal or drama or dishonesty, but they don't. This is indicative of somebody coming in hat and they're about to unburden themselves. This is somebody who may admit to their part in what's going on, or somebody who feels like they have to be honest because they have evidence that indicates that things are not okay. Hi there, Glenn. How are you doing? Ivan, thank you for commiserating with me, and that's totally fine. I still think you're super intelligent. Oh, muy inteligente. Oh, yeah, I hate that crap. I don't know why they do that. You have cookies, Glenn? How dare you? How could you rub that in our faces like that? I just ate the last one. But my neighbors also dropped off moon pies. I think they want to fatten me up. Maybe they're going to put me in a stew. Oh, was that the one that fell? Nope, this one. 10 of Pentacles, you guys. Generational wealth. 10 of Cups. There's something here that is off. You are missing out on abundance because of something that is not honest here. But there is a 10 of Pentacles that is destined for you. You just have to live authentically. It's no big deal, right, guys? It's actually not easy, but it's so worth it. That's what I feel like I'm doing right now. It's not easy every day, but you can do it. You're funny, Christina. Thank you, Voodoo. All right, you guys, I think we'll grab a few from the Zodiac fortune telling cards and then I'll call it a day. See if I can stand the wind and go for a bit of a walk. You are too good for your own good. So this may be a little bit of being overly compassionate or thinking a little bit too much about how someone else feels and selling yourself short in terms of the life that you live. You are missing many opportunities. Take advantage. You are selling yourself short. And that's not a dig on short people. I'm short. You will be happiest with peace and quiet. Some of you need a change of scenery. There's a little bit too much drama going on around you, or a little bit too much, like almost like a sense of claustrophobia. Maybe you have too many people in the homestead. Oh, I do like walking in the snow, especially at nighttime. There's like the crunch of snow, and like everything is louder because it echoes off the snow. Everything is brighter. You're going to be happier than you dared to believe, dared to hope. Sorry, same thing. So keep the faith and focus on what kind of outcome you would like to see happen instead of thinking about how things could go wrong. Unexpected will happen. A short trip is coming. So, stay on your toes. There's going to be a little bit of an interesting shift in your life. I feel like this is over the next year. You may be on a bit of a roller coaster here. The number 7 is important to you, or will be. Your life partner will be a person of strong will. Gotta like it, right? That's one of my favorite things that I taught my nephew this week. He's big on things that are like actions that go along with phrases. So, welcome to the gun show was something that I enjoyed teaching him. I apologized to my brother for it. And he was like, no, that was like the highlight of the week. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, you guys, I think I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. Sending my love to all of you and good luck to all of you that have major choices or maybe even a little bit of a roadblock to address. I believe in you. You have a lot of strength and courage, so don't forget that, okay? We're warriors, right, guys? Uh-oh, Ivan's 6'1". Anybody want to make a love offer? Ivan in most like dating apps, if you're not over 6 feet, then like you just don't get a chance. So you must be quite popular. All right, you guys. I'll see you later. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you on the next reading.